I am Marlene. I am the content creator for Marlene Reviews. And today I have as our special guest, Boss Life Online.
Well, hello, everyone. I'm Gio. I'm so glad to be here and to talk about this amazing subject with none other than Marlene Reviews. Thank you so much for having me as your collaboration partner.
Thank you, Gio. I appreciate you being here. And guys, this is Yes, guys, a team build with Geo collaboration. And Geo and I together, we are the Information Girls.
Yes, we are.
Yes. So today's topic is complacency. And I'm going to talk about 6 ways that we can defeat complacency. You have anything else to say to start off, Geo?
Well, I'm glad that you picked this topic because I want to hear everything about it, because I definitely do not want complacency in Geo's life.
Yes. So, guys, I'm going to start off first by what is complacency? Let's define complacency. It is the feeling of smug or uncritical satisfaction with oneself or with our own achievements. So really, you're not satisfied with your own self. What do you think about that, Gio?
That's pretty sad.
Yeah.
I think. I mean, that's not accepting who you are. That's not loving yourself. And if you don't love yourself, how can you achieve anything?
Right. And I do think that it could be easy to become complacent because of a negative situation, because of family members or friends, or maybe you may be looking at other people in your same age group who are doing things and you feel like you're just standing still. So it can be easy to become complacent.
True.
So guys, I want to talk to you about 6 ways that we can defeat complacency. The first one is you have to recognize it. You know, you have to acknowledge that complacency exists in order to address it. So you have to take an honest look at both at yourself, at your habits, at your attitudes, at your actions, and think to yourself, am I taking the little things for granted? Am I doing less of the things that led me to past successes? Or are you operating on autopilot, you know, just going, but not really doing things that you really want to do? You have any thoughts on that, Gio?
Well, that's why a lot of people are not successful, because they're not really putting forth all the talents that God has given them. Or they just like, well, whatever, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. Or something like that. I think that you should use all the gifts that God has given you. And if you want something, you just can't be complacent. You got to go for it. You got to really get up out that bed and go for it. And believe in yourself that you can achieve it.
Yes. And I always said, like, those who know me from my other channel, Living Your Best Life, I always say, just because you were not given that type of situation, maybe you weren't raised in an atmosphere where you were fed positivity, you were fed negativity, but we have the possibility to always change. If something is not working for us, you have the possibility to change it.
That's so true.
Right. So the second one is put it into context. So complacency, it won't likely occur until you've had some success. So you recognize and you celebrate your success first, and then you have to work to step it up. So when you do something, you can't just say, oh, look what I did, and then you stand still there. You have to keep going. You have to build up your momentum.
That's so true, because sometimes even with my own business, as you have described it, I'm like, oh God, you know, because I am successful in that business, sometimes I don't do everything that I could do in that day for my business. And that is because I've had success. And
Mhm.
now after hearing what you said, I'm like, man, when I get out of here, I am going to advertise the mess out of my business every single day, because the more people I can get in is more for them and me. Okay?
Right.
So thank you for saying that.
Yeah. So we have to really don't just take your foot off the gas, or
Right,
don't put your foot on the brake. You got to keep going, even build your momentum. Don't just be satisfied with
right,
what you have. You have to say, how can I achieve? How can I do better? How can I move forward? How can I improve? And that's how you're going to avoid that complacency.
right. You know what though? Sometimes, Marlene, you don't even know that you complacent. You know, like I was just moving along every day, and then once you said what you said, I'm like, wait a minute, I stopped
Mhm.
putting the gas on this, you know? And so it
Mhm.
made me realize I have been complacent somewhat, you know?
Mhm.
And sometimes you don't even know until you talk to somebody. So it is good to have somebody that you can talk to, you know, that may tell you, like Marlene just did with me, maybe you're not putting the gas on it enough. And you know, and sometimes just having that partner to talk to will take you out of complacency as well, to me.
Right. You have to have somebody that will help you to be accountable. Like Gio tells me all the time, Marlene, what are you doing? She be telling me, I'm like, girl, you better keep it real on me, because I am the type of person that, yeah, I have a lot of goals, but I am a person who gets easily distracted. I'll be honest with you guys. I get easily distracted where I want to do so many things that I let myself become overwhelmed trying to handle everything, where I need to just focus on one thing at a time and accomplish it instead of trying to do all of them all at once. I know that's me.
Amen, amen, amen. Okay.
Okay, guys. So I'm going to get back to it. Number 3, you have to set some new goals. You should always be working towards a new goal, even after you have met one.
Right.
And right after that, you have to celebrate your success and work on new goals. So the whole thing about it is that, yeah, you could be having successes, and yes, it's very important to celebrate your success because you put in the hard work, but also that's when you need to regroup and renew and find out how can you improve and do better.
Yeah, just like that when I was making the complacency video. Um,
Oh, I forgot to put it up.
oh yeah, well, I was making that video, and just as you can see, I tried to pick pictures that represented, like, complacency to me means you left something out. You didn't finish. You standing still. You're broken. So that is why I picked that picture.
Right. And thank you so much for doing that, Gio. Um, so the next number 4 is keep your purpose clear. While goals are great, there is an underlying purpose or a reason that the goal matters that will truly drive discipline and performance. So you have to regularly remind people of your purpose and tell them about your goals and your projects and explain why it matters. So when you are clear and specific about what you want to do, that's how you can avoid being complacent, because you know exactly where you're going. And I know that's something that I really have to work on, is being more specific with my goals instead of just having a broad goal.
Right. You have to take baby steps, and you write it down in your book, a tablet, or what have you, and you say, today is March the 23rd, so today I'm just going to look for places to advertise my business. On March 24th, I am going to advertise my business. If I get some people on March 25th, I'm going to send out welcome emails to all of the people that join my business. And then I'm going to offer them in that welcome email my phone number for them to call me. And if they do call me, then cool. So that is how I do it. I just take baby steps so that I don't get so overwhelmed and be trying to do everything at one time.
Well, good. Thanks for telling me that, Gio, because I am a person that when I get overwhelmed, then I just say, oh, it's too much. And then I'm done. And then she'd be like, girl, if you don't get up. She's like, what is you doing?
What? No, baby, that's 400 years.
I got 100 years to my sentence.
You can't be sleeping on this. Let's move with this.
Okay, guys, number 5, create a healthy competition. So as humans, we love competition, but we have to be in competition with yourself, not with somebody else. Try to look at where you were a year ago, 6 months, 3 months, a month ago, and see how you can improve and become better at whatever it is that you do, how you can be a better mother, how you can be a better business person, how you can improve your finances and do some things that you want to do. All that stuff will help you to avoid complacency, because if you're not clear, if you don't have a way to compete, like give yourself a goal. I'm going to do this in 3 months. And then when you do it, then you can set yourself a new goal.
Right.
What do you think about that, Gio?
I always have a new goal. Always. My goal, like I've told a lot of people, is 100K. That's 100K for my whole team in my business. Okay. That is my goal. If COVID hadn't hit, I would have been halfway by now. Okay. But that, and I could have gotten complacent then, but I didn't. I kept on working, because it's not going to always be like this, okay? And that is being positive about what is going on in the world today. I am going to reach that goal.
Right. You have to put that in your mind, that even though circumstances may be happening to you where it can make you feel down, feel discouraged, but that's why you have to have positive associates or people that you're looking to online or in support groups that's going to keep you motivated, keep you accountable. That's what's going to help you to get through the situation.
Yes.
And number 6, remember your history and your human nature. So history shows that complacency is part of the human condition, and recognizing that will help you to deal with it personally, So whenever you feel it or you see it, don't resort to guilt or to blame. And I know that's something that I do. Like when I know I need to do something and then I don't do it, I'll be like, oh, why didn't I do that? And I'll beat myself up. No, don't do that. Acknowledge it and use your mental and emotional energy to focus on how you can overcome it instead of stressing yourself out.
True. That is so, so, so true. We all make mistakes, and you have to love yourself enough to forgive yourself those mistakes. And then, you can either call someone and talk to them about it, and then figure out how you can make that better. And the best thing I know how to do is say, girl, forgive yourself and move on. Now let's go this route with this, or I felt bad because I didn't do that video I told Marlene I was going to do. And she just called and asked me for it. Here I am going to sit here for 3 hours and beat myself up. I've learned not to do that. I've learned to say, Marlene, I'm so sorry. I just plain forgot, but let me get started on it right now. That is, and then when Marlene gets off the phone, I just say, Gio, you gotta remember, what can you do not to put yourself in that position anymore? This is what I do, y'all. Write it down.
Write it down. Yes,
You
writing it
know,
down is very good, but I am a person, I have to put it as a memo in my phone, guys. I have to put alarms in my phone, and when the alarm goes off, I'm like, what is that? I'm like, oh, you're supposed to be doing this.
right?
Because that's stuff about writing down. It's nice for others, but it don't work for me. I need my phone to be like, what do you need to be doing right now? So
Right.
that's what helps me to
And
keep
I'm finding
focused.
out too, Marlene, that helps me a lot too.
Yeah. Yeah. Writing it out. Yes, that does help. But also, my issue also is time management. So you have to make your time work for you instead of just wondering. Yep.
Yeah. But I take this, I remember you was telling me about how you put stuff in your phone and early morning stuff. If I do not put it in my phone and the alarm don't go off, I don't do it.
Right.
So I learned how to do that from you. So thank you.
Aw, thank you, Gio, for acknowledging that. So that's why it's important to have a friend, a mentor, a support group, a therapist, anybody who's going to encourage you. You know, you can thrive, guys. Don't let your situation, circumstances, other people cause you to feel down and distraught about your situation. And how you can do that is go over and watch Gio's video that she just did on Boss Life Online, and it's about contentment, and it will show you how you can turn your attitude around. So
Right.
thanks for watching, guys, and thank you, Gio, for collaborating with me.
Thank you.
Yes, and we will see you on the next Information Girls video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye,
Bye,
guys.
everybody.